Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Cody Rhodes captured the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania 40. Wrestling veteran Jonathan Coachman now suggests the American Nightmare could drop the title to a massive superstar in 3 months. John Cena kicked off his farewell tour last Monday on Raw's premiere on Netflix. The leader of the Nation acknowledged his singles losing streak, stating that it would be almost impossible for him to win his 17th World Championship based on it. However, he pointed out that he could get his shot at breaking his and Ric Flair's historic record by winning this year's Men's Royal Rumble match. Speaking on the Coach and Bro show, Coachman laid out a roadmap for Cena's farewell tour. He suggested that the 47-year-old challenges Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship and dethrones him. The former interim Raw general manager proposed that Cena drop the title at SummerSlam, have a few other big matches, and then wrestle his farewell match against an opponent of his choice at Survivor Series. On his Cheap Heat podcast, WWE analyst Peter Rosenberg addressed the possibility of John Cena winning his 17th World Championship. The former 24/7 champion predicted that the leader of the Nation will achieve that goal before hanging up his boots. Meanwhile, Rosenberg proposed a scenario in which the 47-year-old would end Gunther's World Heavyweight Championship reign before dropping the title to Jey Uso. The 45-year-old WWE analyst also predicted that Cena would win the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble. It would be interesting to see if that would happen. The WWE Universe is buzzing with excitement. A new era has begun, and one of the most beloved wrestlers in the modern era, Cody Rhodes, is standing at the pinnacle of the industry. After a tumultuous journey marked by passion, perseverance, and sacrifice, he has achieved his ultimate goal, becoming the undisputed WWE champion. But even at the summit, Cody faces a formidable challenge: the need to pass the torch to the next generation of WWE superstars. This story begins with a suggestion by a veteran of the industry, someone who has seen the rise and fall of countless champions and understands what it takes to cement a legacy. A Hall of Famer whose advice has shaped the careers of many now sets the stage for one of the most impactful title changes in WWE history. Chapter 1: The Arrival of the Undisputed Champion. Cody Rhodes, after years of chasing gold, finally seized the undisputed WWE Championship at WrestleMania, defeating Roman Reigns in an unforgettable contest. The emotion on his face when he held the championship above his head was a reflection of his journey, a man who had never given up, even when it seemed like the world was against him. The entire WWE Universe celebrated his victory, a long-awaited payoff to one of the most compelling stories in wrestling. As the champion, Cody had everything: his family legacy, his drive, his ambition. He had earned the title. But being the champion brought with it a heavy burden. With the championship in his possession, Cody was the target of every superstar in WWE, all looking to etch their names into the history books. While Cody relished the championship, he knew that his reign would need to be special. It couldn't just be about defending the title, it needed to be about elevating the next generation. He began to recognize that this was more than just his story, it was about building the future of WWE. This thought lingered in his mind, pushing him to make decisions that would leave a lasting impact. Chapter 2: A Veteran's Wisdom. In the weeks following his win, Cody sat down with a veteran WWE legend, someone who had seen the evolution of the business. This Hall of Famer, a person revered by everyone in the locker room for their wisdom and experience, had seen many champions rise to the top, only to falter once they reached the pinnacle. The veteran spoke with Cody over a quiet dinner, a conversation that would alter the trajectory of Cody's reign. "Kid," the veteran began, his voice steady and experienced, "you've earned everything you have, but understand this: the title doesn't define you. How you give it up, how you elevate the next guy, that's what matters. The business needs new heroes, and the time will come when you'll need to drop the title to someone who's ready to carry the torch." Make sure you do it right, do it in a way that ensures your legacy is truly immortal. Cody listened intently, taking in every word. This was a man who had gone through the same trials and tribulations, only to come out stronger on the other side. It was a humbling moment for Cody, realizing that the veteran wasn't just talking about the title, but about the bigger picture. Wrestling was a cycle. Champions come and go, but the business itself lives on, and it thrives when new stars rise to prominence. You'll know when it's time, the veteran continued, offering a knowing smile. Trust yourself. Cody's mind raced. Could he handle the weight of the title and the responsibility that came with it? Could he be the champion that both defined his era and helped create the next? Chapter 3: The Rise of a Massive Superstar. In the months that followed, a new challenger began to rise. This was no ordinary opponent, no run-of-the-mill superstar. This was a once-in-a-generation talent, someone who had everything: strength, charisma, presence, and an undeniable connection with the WWE Universe. This superstar had been biding their time, waiting for the perfect opportunity to seize the spotlight. And now, that time had come. The rising star was none other than Bron Breakker. Bron Breakker was the son of Rick Steiner, a legend in his own right, and he had quickly become one of the most talked-about talents in WWE. With his raw power and unmatched athleticism, Breakker had dominated NXT and earned the respect of the WWE Universe. But it wasn't just his physicality that made him a force to be reckoned with. It was his unrelenting drive and passion for the business. He was hungry, and he knew that the only way to reach the top was to defeat the best. When Bron made his move, it was clear that he wasn't going to wait around for opportunities. He was going to take them. In a series of intense confrontations and backstage moments, Bron made his intentions known. He was coming for Cody Rhodes and the Undisputed WWE Championship. Cody respected Bron's abilities, but he also saw the challenge that lay before him. He had been in the same position once before, fighting for his place in the company, and he understood the importance of passing the torch to the next big thing. But the question remained: was Bron truly ready to carry the weight of the Undisputed Championship? Chapter 4: The Build-Up. The weeks leading up to the showdown were filled with tension, and the story of Cody Rhodes versus Bron Breakker captivated fans across the globe. Cody, the veteran champion who had battled through countless challenges, stood against the raw intensity and hunger of Bron Breakker, the new generation of WWE. The build-up was carefully crafted to highlight both men's strengths and motivations. Cody's emotional story of perseverance, his connection to the Rhodes family legacy, and his time as the face of the company were all brought into the fold. Meanwhile, Bron's ascent to the top, his incredible feats of strength, and his no-nonsense attitude made him a perfect foil for Cody's more calculated and emotional approach. The two men clashed in several high-profile encounters, trading verbal jabs and physical altercations. Cody, ever the tactician, attempted to outsmart Bron, but the young challenger's raw power and unpredictability kept him on his toes. Each week, the anticipation grew, and fans eagerly awaited the inevitable championship match. On the night of the match, WWE Universe was electric. This wasn't just another title defense for Cody Rhodes, it was the passing of the torch to the future of the company. The weight of the moment was not lost on either man. Chapter 5: The Epic Showdown. The stage was set. The WWE Universe packed the arena, and the air was thick with anticipation. The Undisputed WWE Championship was on the line, and the stakes couldn't have been higher. Cody Rhodes entered the arena first, his trademark entrance signaling the arrival of the champion. The crowd erupted, chanting his name. But tonight, there was a sense of finality in the air. Cody had already made peace with what was to come. He had learned from the veteran's advice. He knew that this moment was bigger than him. He had to give it all to the future, to the next big superstar who would carry the company forward. Bron Breakker entered next, his intensity palpable. The crowd's reaction was mixed. Some cheered for the rising star, while others stood in awe of the champion who had already etched his name in history. Bron didn't care. His focus was on the prize in front of him. He was ready to prove that he was the future of WWE. The bell rang, and the two men immediately collided in the center of the ring. Cody tried to use his technical skills to ground Bron, but the challenger's power was too much. Braun overpowered him early on, throwing Cody around the ring with ease. It was a physical contest from the start, and Cody quickly realized that Braun wasn't just a challenge, he was the future. Despite his best efforts, Cody couldn't maintain control for long. Braun's aggression and dominance overwhelmed him. But Cody wasn't going down without a fight. He fought back with everything he had, using his veteran instincts to land some hard-hitting offense and keep Braun on the defensive. As the match wore on, the crowd was on the edge of their seats. Cody's resilience was on full display, but Braun's power and determination kept him in the driver's seat. The match reached a fever pitch when Cody hit across Rhodes, but Braun kicked out at the last possible second, sending shockwaves through the arena. It became clear that this was not just a passing of the torch, it was a battle between the old guard and the new era. And as the match progressed, it became more and more evident that Braun Breaker was ready to take his place at the top. Chapter 6: The Moment of Truth. In the final moments of the match, Cody found himself in a vulnerable position. Braun lifted him for his devastating finishing move, the power slam, and with a thunderous crash, Cody was driven into the mat. The referee counted 1, 2, 3. Braun Breaker was the new undisputed WWE champion. The crowd erupted in a mix of cheers and gasps. Cody Rhodes, the man who had fought so hard to reach the top, had just dropped the title to a younger, hungrier superstar. The moment was surreal. Cody, battered and exhausted, slowly rose to his feet and stared at Braun with respect. The two men exchanged a nod, and for a brief moment it was clear. Cody knew he had just passed the torch to someone truly deserving. Braun celebrated in the ring, holding the undisputed WWE championship high above his head. Cody, though disappointed in the outcome, knew this was the right move for WWE and for the future of the business. He had given everything to help elevate Braun, and in that moment he knew that the industry was in good hands. Chapter 7: The Legacy Continues. As the cameras faded to black, the WWE Universe understood that this was more than just a title change, it was the beginning of a new era. Cody Rhodes had cemented his legacy as one of the most selfless and respected champions in WWE history. And Braun Breaker, the new undisputed WWE champion, was poised to lead WWE into a new age of dominance. In the years that followed, Cody would continue to be a part of the WWE story, mentoring new talents, but always remembered for his moment of greatness, where he had the courage to step aside for the next generation. The legacy of Cody Rhodes was secure, and WWE was ready to soar to new heights with Braun Breaker as its face. And in the end, the business continued to thrive, as it always had, because of one simple truth: champions come and go, but the spirit of WWE remains eternal. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.